Hello, Simon.
Hello.
Can you briefly present yourself?
Yes, I'm Simon. At the moment, I don't have a job. It's actually almost the first time in my life that I'm not traveling, that I'm here, but without a job. I mean, after I graduated. And yeah, it's course of the situation. Maybe I can explain later a bit more, but in general, I work as a social worker and I'm based in Leipzig.
Can you tell us how the pandemic situation influenced your life?
For me, it was a quite special situation because I was working many years for making a longer journey, a travel. It was my one of my motivation to work. And yeah, after 4 years, this year in March, I started my journey. It was supposed to be for 3, 4, 5 months, and I prepared it quite long. And before I started on the 5th of March, I quit my job. I gave my flat to someone else. I quit my health insurance, everything, because I wanted to leave for a while. And yeah, on the 5th I left, and on the 15th, so only 10 days later, I had to came back because of fucking Corona. And now I yeah, don't have a job. With a flat, it worked, thanks God. But yeah, my plans were a lot of influenced by this pandemic, or are still.
Can you tell us more about the measures implemented by the government?
Yeah, at first you have to know in Germany we have 16 federal districts, and it was there are not many rules for all districts, and every district is making something different. Uh, it's also, of course, they are different influence. In the north of Germany, there is less corona than, for example, in Bavaria. So the measures there are much more intensive.
What is the situation about the mask? Because I know that in Germany it's not obligatory to wear mask, but it's strongly recommended.
I have this always with me because you never know where you have to take your mask, and this is okay. It counts as a mask. Uh, But for the answer, I can come back to the thing I said at the beginning. We have 16 different federal states, and everyone is making own rules. And for example, when I came here to my parents 2 days ago, I started in a different district than here. And in the district I started, there you have to wear a mask when you are in a train, and here not. So I went inside the train and everyone had a mask, and I went 1 hour later out of the train and I was the only one with a mask. So different rules, but it also shows like how people here are. It's like when they say do it, people do it, but when there is no, yeah, if no one is saying you have to do it, then no one is doing it. So there's really less self-regulation, what is quite sad.
Also in Germany, there are a lot of cases, around 130,000, which is pretty much the same as in Italy and Spain, but the percentage of deaths is really lower.
Okay, I start with the reason didn't came at first to Germany. I mean, when it would come like in Italy, suddenly here and people come and no one is prepared at all, I'm sure that it would have been different. But when it came to Italy, Germany had like 2, 3 more weeks to prepare better. One reason. Second reason, our health system is not perfect, and it in the last year it was becoming worse and worse. It didn't improve, what is not a good development. Uh, but I think compared to other countries, it's a quite good health system.
Do you know something about the situation with the migrants?
It's topic already at the beginning. There was in Thuringia a case that there had like 2 people corona in a place where refugees stay, and they, yeah, made a lockdown for them, and they completely separated them. There were police around and they said you are not allowed to go outside. Even there were people with corona. They didn't get separated, corona people inside and all refugees. And then some refugees didn't accept it. I also wouldn't accept it if someone says to me, stay inside here with the corona people, don't go outside anymore. So there were, yeah, police came and there were some fights and riots. And of course, it was for the right wing, something everyone said. Even in Corona times, refugees make trouble. But for me, it's the most human thing that you don't accept it when you get forced, when someone forces you to stay inside with Corona people. It's a big problem. Of course, I also discover in our society there were some solidarity with refugees. I think more than in other countries, what was quite good. But now, because of the Corona shit, I have the feeling people who had 5 years ago refugee welcome shirts, they are now more thinking, yeah, but now at first we have to look for our economic, and when this is fixed, maybe we can be a bit solidarity again anymore. So uh, this situation shows that solidarity of a lot of people is limited when the situation for them is not that good.
But do you think this is only with the migrants topic, or also there like the attitude of the people towards the foreigners changed?
I think so. It sounds logical because I made this experience in Bosnia. Suddenly I was a bastard with my German passport because I come from a danger corona country.
And how would you describe the situation with one word?
Strange.
It really is strange.
Yeah, or surreal. Not real, like something like this, like a dream or yeah. But strange is a good word, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Simon.